Hey, yo, what's going on? Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got about, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be showtime. It's about 4:30, 4:39 on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for the club. You know what I'm saying? Getting in that space, writing lyrics right now, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying, the business, you know what I'm saying? During the daytime, filming, at nighttime, going to the club and rapping, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's the same for, you got to have your time to write. You got to have your time to perform. You got to have your time to do business. You know what I'm saying? You got to make time for all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So when you out in the field, you know what I'm saying? Like today, I was supposed to shoot a music video, and you know what I'm saying, I couldn't find the guy who was supposed to film a music video. I guess he got caught up in some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, y'all artists out there, y'all got to take y'all music videos serious. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, depending on your clout, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying this to all artists, but I'm just saying you artists out there that ain't got no paper or no movement behind you. You got to take your music video serious. You got to take your planning serious, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying run out and get a DBA or something, you know what I'm saying? That's good to have, you know what I'm saying? But when you get DBAs, you know what I'm saying, that's for tax shelters. That's for money getting spent on work. You know what I'm saying? That's for if you wake up with a DBA, you go to the store and get $20 worth of gas to go to the studio, and you pay $150 at the studio. The studio is supposed to write you a receipt. You're supposed to have a receipt for the gas. You're supposed to have a receipt for everything you doing. You know what I'm saying? You go to the barbershop and get a $15 fade. You're supposed to get a receipt for that. And at the end of the year, you save all those receipts and you itemize those receipts. You see what I'm saying? You got to itemize them into different food. You know what I'm saying? If you live in a hotel, if you're paying rent somewhere, that's a living expense while you working. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you got to have those DBAs, and you got to have your receipts, and you got to have your paperwork and everything organized for taxes at the end of the year. And if you pulling in a whole bunch of money that you know what I'm saying, you dealing with concerts or tours or something, and they know, and you're saying the IRS look at your bank account, you'll say if you pulling in over $10,000, the IRS is already gonna get a notice from the bank that you got paper. So when they come to do an audit, you'll say if they do an audit, you give them those receipts, and that money that you spent to put into you making music is, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to balance itself out. That's why it's called entrepreneurship. That's why you get tax breaks and stuff for being an entrepreneur and stuff. Okay, so you know what I'm saying, don't buy no DBA and then you not account for expenses, or you make it cash, and you'll say, well, what's the point in paying for a tax shelter and you not pulling in taxable gains? You see what I'm saying? So if you pulling over 10 grand, then I recommend you get a DBA. But until then, you'll say you flip it cash, because probably if you flip it cash, you ain't pulling in enough. You know what I'm saying? Like on tour, you'll say I was grossing. You know what I'm saying, for my record label, I was pulling in checks for about 250, 325,000, 4 times a week. You see what I'm saying? And at my record label, we have cash registers at the front door, and the club be packed before 11. And we go fill up cash registers and dump all the cash in the trunk. You see what I'm saying? You got your cash in the trunk money, and then you got your cash that go to the bank. You know what I'm saying? From, like, you know what I'm saying, you can buy tickets online and stuff like that. That's when you start having paper trails and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's all intertwined. So, you know what I'm saying, that's just a little heads up, you know what I'm saying, to you. You know what I'm saying, there's no point wasting money, man. You'd be best if you got your cash and you just flipped it. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, get your work done and make sure you situate everything and make sure your business is proper, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, filmed one show today. I didn't get the music video, but I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, today Friday, I'm posted up at my boy's spot, you know what I'm saying, listening to some instrumentals, writing the track for the night at the club. And, you know what I'm saying, so I'll post the track later. So, you know what I'm saying, I hope you enjoy. All right, so this is just a little information for you artists out there that's trying to hustle and get on your grind. 1.